Nepali cricket enthusiasts and fans at both home and abroad were glued to their television screens as Team Nepal played a historic match against co-hosts of Asia Cup, Pakistan, who are ranked world number 1 in the one-day international ODI cricket today. Now, despite the defeat, there should be several learnings for a young Nepali side. Good evening, I'm Prarambha Dahal. Let's begin with the main stories. Pakistan begin their Asia Cup journey with a mammoth 238-run win over Nepal. Team Nepal take a lot of learnings from their first clash against world number 1 ranked ODI side. Rahul Mohra, son of CPN Maoist Center leader Krishna Bahadur Mohra, arrested in connection with gold smuggling case. The same nexus believed to have smuggled gold concealed in e-cigarettes and brake shoes. 6 years since the implementation of federalism, provinces yet to have their permanent infrastructures. Majority of ministries operating from rented buildings. And military officers in Gabon announced of a coup minutes after the state election body announced President Ali Bongo had secured a third term. Bongo releases a video calling for support from international community. Team Nepal have suffered a 238-run defeat against Pakistan in the inaugural match of the Asia Cup. In the match played at the Multan Cricket Ground, hosts and world number 1 one-day international team, Pakistan won the toss and elected to bat, where they posted 342 runs for the loss of 6 wickets. And despite being reduced to 124 runs for the loss of 4 wickets in 27.5 overs, skipper Babar Azam and Iftikhar Ahmed then added 214 runs for the 5th wicket partnership. World number 1 ranked ODI batter Babar scored 151 runs from 131 balls. His innings included 4 sixes and 14 fours. Iftikhar remained unbeaten at 109 runs from 71 balls. He smashed 4 sixes and hit the fence 11 times. Mohammad Rizwan contributed 44 runs. Sompal Khami picked 2 wickets for Nepal, while Karan KC and Sandeep Lamichhane shared a wicket apiece. In reply, Nepal did not have an ideal start and kept losing wickets at regular intervals. After being reduced to 14 runs for the loss of 3 wickets, Arif Sheikh and Sompal Khami added 59 runs for the 4th wicket stand. Sompal top scored for Nepal with 28 runs, Arif made 26 and Gulshan Jha added 13 runs, while none of the other batters scored in double digits as Nepal were bowled out for a paltry 104 runs in 23.4 overs. Now, Shadab Khan was the pick of the Pakistani bowlers with 4 wickets. Shaheen Shah Afridi and Haris Rauf picked 2 wickets each, while Nasim Shah and Muhammad Nawaz shared a wicket apiece. Now, Pakistan will next play India on Saturday, while Nepal take on India on Monday. Meanwhile, in tomorrow's match of the Asia Cup, Sri Lanka play Bangladesh in Palakhele. Moving on, the Central Investigation Bureau (CIB) of Nepal Police has arrested Rahul Mohra, son of CPN Maoist Center Vice Chairperson Krishna Bahadur Mohra, in relation to the smuggling of gold from the Tribhuvan International Airport. The police has arrested Rahul in suspicion of involvement of a single group in the 9 kg gold smuggling through electric cigarettes earlier this year and the 60 kg gold smuggling case of the 18th of July. The CIB has been investigating these 2 cases together. Chinese nationals were initially linked in the 9 kg gold smuggling from electric cigarettes. Involvement of former speakers Krishna Bahadur Mohra and his son Rahul was suspected in the case back then as well. However, cases were not filed against the Mohras by the District Government Attorney Office, citing inadequate evidences. Chinese national Li Hasang had brought the 9 kg gold into Nepal, while Dawa Jiwang had managed it in Kathmandu. Both of them have appeared to have had connections with the Mohras. However, both the Chinese nationals are currently at large. However, 8 suspects of the 9 kg gold smuggling case are behind bars. According to sources at the CIB, doors had opened to proceed with the case against Mohra's son, as the same group of Chinese nationals had been seen involved in the 2 separate cases of gold smuggling. The District Government Attorney Office has also directed to furnish a supplementary report in the 9 kg gold smuggling case. This is also why the CIB is said to have Rahul Mohra as a defendant. Krishna Bahadur Mohra, who is also the deputy chairperson of the Maoist Center, has already acknowledged his ties with the Chinese national who brought the gold into Nepal. The group sending gold from Hong Kong is yet to be identified. A team of the CIB has reached Hong Kong to investigate the 60 kg gold smuggling case. The CIB is aiming to find out the identity of those sending 60 kg gold in a single attempt. It is also seeking support from the Interpol in this regard. According to police sources, only the Chinese nationals and those of Chinese origins have been found involved in the 60 kg gold smuggling case, in addition to a few custom officials providing them with required support. Police are also making efforts to find out about the buyer of the gold and those sending the gold from Nepal to India. Investigating for organized crime, the police department is required to file a case by the mid of September. As not much time remains for that deadline, police headquarters has deployed additional human resources to assist the CIB in this regard. Now, projects under the Millennium Challenge Corporation (MCC) have come into implementation from today. Minister for Finance Prakash Ranmath and Vice President of the Department of Compact Operations at the MCC, Cameroon Alfred, exchanged the letter of implementation to mark the beginning of the project. The project will have to be concluded exactly within the next 5 years. The MCC Nepal Compact Fund will contribute $500 million in grant, and Nepal government will invest $197 million for the construction of 315-kilometer long 400 kV transmission line and 3 substations. Under the same project, investments will also be made for the upgradation of 77-kilometer road section along the east-west highway. 58 towers will be installed along Kathmandu, Sindhupalchok, Nuakot, Dhading, Makwanpur, Chitwan, Tanahu, Palpa, Nawalpur and Parasi districts. Finance Minister Prakash Ranmath has said the transmission line will prove to be a cornerstone for Nepal's plan to export electricity to India.
At the same time, transmission line is important for us. We have good hydropower potential and we are going good in terms of production, but to take that production to the market is crucial. That is where importance of transmission lines come. That is why major component of this project is transmission line.
Vice President of the Department of Compact Operations, Alfred, said the construction of the transmission line was crucial for exporting power, considering the increasing production capacity.
But because of that strong collaboration and the preparation, I look forward to 5 years from now being able to look at the results of what we've achieved, being able to talk about a stronger power sector that has increased reliability of electricity to the people of Nepal, increased power trade back and forth between India and Nepal, all while protecting the environment.
The project will also invest in repair works of the 40-kilometer road section in Dhankhola Lamahi along the east-west and then 37-kilometer road section up to Shivakhola. The federal government has constructed a lavish residence building in Lalitpur's Vaisipati for governors and chief ministers of all 7 provinces. However, in the provinces, majority of the offices of chief ministers and governors are still operating from rented buildings. On Sunday this week, province governors and chief ministers received keys to their lavish residences from Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal. However, it has been 6 years that province entities are operating from rented spaces. The office of province governor and chief minister in Koshi province and ministries have been using old government buildings. Elsewhere, the Madhya province government has been using over 33 bighas land in Janakpur's cigarette factory for the past 6 years for the office and residences of province governor, chief minister, ministers, secretaries and high-ranking officials. The government of Bagmati has since the Nepali fiscal year 2076-77 allocated more than 265 million rupees for the construction of permanent provincial infrastructures. However, the budget has yet to be used. Majority of the government offices in Gandaki province have been using old government buildings and the province assembly has rented a hall. Lumini province meanwhile has set an example for the other provinces as the government offices shifted to the province's own building in province capital Tang some 9 months ago from Butwal, that was the temporary headquarters before. The province is currently working on the construction of several ministries and residence of speaker and ministers. Karnali province and Sudur Paschim provinces are also struggling to construct their own buildings. In our Public Voice segment, today we have asked regarding why they think have the infrastructures of provinces not been completed even in 6 years of implementation of federalism. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
यो सोच कहिले पनि आउँदैन कि थाई राजधानी बनाउनु पर्ने यो सत्ता पक्षको लापरवाहीको कारणले
आफूलाई शक्तिलाई केन्द्रले बाड्न चाहेको छैन संघीय सरकारले नै जुन सबै अधिकारहरू चाहिँ आफूमा निहित राखेको छ त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि पनि अहिले संरचनाहरू र अरू कार्यहरू पनि हुन नसकेको जस्तो मलाई लागिरहेछ
नेताहरूको राजनीतिक चलखेल दलगत स्वार्थका कारणले नै यो संरचनाहरू बन्न सकेका छैन
यो बन्देको भए अब पैसाहरूको बचत हुन्थ्यो त्यही पैसा अन्त लगाउन सकिन्थ्यो
संहिताको जुन मर्म नै बुझ्न नसकेर यस्तो आफूलाई नै खान पुगेको छैन अब कसरी बन्छ संरचनाहरू
मुख्यमन्त्रीहरूले आफ्नो मान्छेहरूको घरहरू भाडामा लिने उनीहरूलाई कमाउने कार्यकर्ता पोस्ने सरह कार्य गरिरहेका छन्
Welcome back. It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Poll.
Before we ask today's question, let us take a look at the result from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we asked, what is the reason behind wastage of COVID vaccines? 25% were for A, lower number of infections, 58% were for B, lack of government plans, and 17% were for C, public not interested in vaccine. Here is our today's question. Why have the reconstruction works of the structures of historical significance damaged by the earthquake been delayed? Your options are A, government's irresponsibility, B, no understanding of significance, and C, inadequate budget. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for the international news. A group of senior Gabonese military officials have appeared on national television and said they had taken power minutes after the state election body announced President Ali Bongo had won a third term. Appearing on television channel Gabon 24, the officers said they represented all security and defense forces in the Central African nation. They said the election results were cancelled, all borders were closed until further notice, and that state institutions were dissolved. 64-year-old President Ali Bongo Ondimba was re-elected for a third term in an election the opposition described as fraud orchestrated by the ruling party. The soldiers have said they have the president under house arrest in a location believed to be the presidential palace. Ali Bongo is the son of Omar Bongo, who was president from 1967 till his death in 2009. The younger Bongo has been in power since then. Bongo's overthrow would end his family's 56-year hold on power in the resource-rich African country. Earlier this evening, deposed President Ali Bongo released a video from his home calling for help, saying he's begging the world to make noise.
Sports news.
ICC 2020 Women's World Cup Asia Regional Qualifiers begins in Malaysia tomorrow. Now, Team Nepal are title contenders at the tournament being competed by 11 nations. The Nepali Eves will be aiming to reach the tournament final and secure their spot at the global qualifiers. Malaysia, Hong Kong, Thailand and the United Arab Emirates are seen as tough opponents for Nepal to earn a place in the tournament final. Malaysia and the UAE are placed alongside Nepal in Group A. The first objective of Nepal will be to secure wins against the two teams. Bahrain, Bhutan and Qatar are also placed in Group A and have prepared well as well. With 6 teams in Group A, only top 2 teams will progress to the semi-final stage. Team Nepal will play host Malaysia in the inaugural match of the tournament, which begins at 7:15 a.m. Nepal time at the Biomass Oval tomorrow. Host Malaysia, who have a strong batting lineup, have prepared with the objective of securing their own spot in the tournament final. Prior to this, Nepal had suffered a defeat against Malaysia at the Four Nations Series. The Cricket Association of Nepal had appointed Devika Palsikhar of India as the batting consultant for this tournament. Team Nepal are expected to improve their batting display in it. And despite being ranked 7 spots lower than Nepal in T20 cricket, Malaysia have been displaying brilliant performances with a balanced side in recent years. The Nepal Age Group team to compete at the SAF Under-16 football tournament in Bhutan from Friday has been bid a farewell. The All Nepal Football Association ANFA has wished the age group team the best for the tournament and bid them a farewell. At the program, ANFA President Pankaj Nimbang said that he expected success from the team. The 30-member team includes 23 players alongside coaching staff and physician. Despite featuring at 7 editions of the SAF Under-16 Championship, Nepal are yet to win the tournament. Team Nepal have reached 4 finals of the tournament but have lost all those title deciders against India. In the final of last edition of the tournament, Nepal were humbled 4-0 by the same opponents. Team Nepal are placed in Group A alongside India and Bangladesh. They play Bangladesh on the 3rd of September, followed by a clash against India 2 days later. Bhutan, Pakistan and the Maldives are placed in Group B. Top 2 teams of both groups will progress to the last first stage. Both matches of the semi-finals are slated for September 7, while the tournament final will be played on the 10th of September. That is all for the moment. Up next is the news in Nepali. Thank you for staying with us. Goodbye for now.